It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring Kansas City as they go up against Toronto.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you. And before.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe.
Well, DA, you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game like this?
Well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it because this is what the season is about. Sure. 82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Harris is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Matthews. Harris, right side. Releases from the wing and drills it. Harris has got his first points in this one. Shamet, guarded by Curry. Lopez against Butler. Over Lopez. From 13 feet, it goes down.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. You got to D him up better than that.
DeRozan against Butler. And DeRozan kicks to Lopez. Back to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Over Butler. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got his second basket.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Here's Butler. Off the left rim and out.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
DeRozan gets the bucket. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Now here's Curry. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Curry with the steal. Butler against DeRozan. Here's Curry with the 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, Steph Curry at his best right there.
Harris outside. Over Parker. And again, no good by Toronto.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Passes it to Butler. They need this. He lays it in. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Kansas City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific back. Tough nose Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a friend.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call me.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen, guys, from Kansas City.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
They've got Brook Lopez. Curry is out there with Harris. Then there's Parker, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. And for Toronto, Turner is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Matthews. Then there's Jimmy Butler.
And how about the improvement of Butler in the catch-and-shoot game? Every year he seems to get a little more comfortable.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Count it.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
Curry finds DeRozan. Over Butler. And it's DeRozan missing. Toronto trails by 8. Matthews into the lane, plays it up and banks it in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Lopez. Parker with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's DeRozan. And Kansas City misses again. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They come in fresh off the win against the Heat.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And going against Kansas City, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
And this one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
That one goes. Count it. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Got a piece of it outside Curry. Offline with his three. Toronto trails by 7. Pulls up on the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Parker passes to Curry. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Awareness of what the defense is trying to do. Steph plays that one perfectly.
The pass to Harris. Over Parker. Harris, good.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
To the paint. Here's Curry. Can't get it to fall.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Shamet Guarded by Curry. Pass to Butler. Shoots over to Rosen. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, Ernie, for years we've been talking about DeMar DeRozan's improvement, but he's arrived. His size.
And that'll do it for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
We've got DeRozan. Harris is out there with Curry. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Parker in at the 4 slot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's, transformed himself the last few years, he has become one of the more efficient scorers at a loaded shooting guard position. And some could argue he is one of the best guards in the entire league at this point of his career.
And Toronto has possession. 8-point game. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris. Not enough on that one as it misses. Kansas City has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP winner during his career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
You could stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
Toronto trails by 11. Matthews with it. He feeds it to Turner. Lopez with the steal. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Kicks to Butler. Dishes it to Harris. Shamet. And it's off from 3-point range. Kansas City leading by 11. Outside Curry. 1:43 left here in the third quarter. Outside Matthews. Finished off the break. Matthews has got his second bucket.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Harris kicks to Curry. For the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Passes to Matthews. Tries it from 9. And there it is for him. Matthews has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Curry with the 3, and the 3 ball is good. And Kansas City leads by 10.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And so the timeout by Nick Nurse here. Steph Curry, Brent, is there any doubt in your mind that he is the greatest shooter in NBA history?
I don't think there's any doubt, but I like the fact that Steph Curry doesn't want to be a one-trick pony, and he isn't. He's trying to be better at making plays. He's trying to be better at making good decisions. He's trying to be better as a defender. And so all of these things for Steph Curry, is not satisfied with the things that he's done so far in his career, which have all been elite.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Turner dishes to Harris. Good D by Parker. And it's Kansas City's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight. DeRozan against Butler. To the middle. Shamet. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And so it's the home team looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth, we've got Matthews. Harris is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Turner. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Kansas City. For the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Parker. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Parker's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Kansas City. Pass to Harris. Over DeRozan. And it's off the back rim. No good. Kansas City leading by 15. Parker with it. Butler covering. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Harris. Toronto shooting from the field. 44%. Not bad. And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Butler. 8 points for Wesley Matthews. The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players, Brent, are being called?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it is.
Seems that way, you're right.
Somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it. I think they'll just get better with time.
Shamet guarded by Curry. Harris looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Harris finds Curry. Free throw line jump shot. Misses off the right iron. Toronto trails by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Toronto grabs the miss. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Shots good by Turner.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Kansas City leading by 14. Got a piece of it. Here's Lopez. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Kansas City.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeMar DeRozan.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
On the wing, Cephalosha. James outside. And again, Toronto no up. Kansas City has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Frazier against James. Frazier the pass to Diallo. And Laverne kicks to Frazier. From deep 3-point range. No good. Shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Now here's Ellington. Not a lot of room. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. 18 feet out. Rebounded by Kansas City. And so Kansas City takes the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching.
Join my FIFA.